of our lives. Today, the Lord takes us to Psalm 16, verse number 11, when He talks to us about the path of life. And the word says here, "Thou wilt shew me the path of life. In thy presence is fullness of joy, and at thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore." This really spoke to me this morning as I came across this verse, because I can speak for myself. I don't know if I can speak for you this morning, but there have been moments in my life when the path that I was on seemed real clear, real easy, real good, easy to navigate. And other times I felt like I was walking through fog, like I was unsure of what was ahead of me and didn't know which way to turn. But here in Psalm 16, verse 11, what I come across this morning is David reminds us of something very important. It's God Himself who is our guide. He doesn't just point us in a direction and leave us. He shows us the path of life. And that word shew here, S-H-E-W, that shows up here in the King James, it means more than just a quick glance or a suggestion, like pointing somebody in the right direction and then going on your way. The root word here actually means to know. And what it does, it speaks of God actively revealing, guiding, and making the way clear for us. Even when we can't see the next step, whether it be because we're just unsure, or maybe we're navigating in a whole different direction mentally and emotionally, and we just can't see what God is up to. But be assured of this: God can see what is next. And not only does He know the path, He already has prepared it for us, because He is the path of life. See, David's confidence here when he's writing this, it's not in his own ability. That's very evident. It's not in his own ability to choose wisely, but it's in God's faithfulness to lead him. This verse speaks to us because it lets us know that He is there to lead us as well, just like He did David. Sometimes it's through His word, sometimes it's through prayer, and sometimes it might be through doors that close just as much as doors that open. But the path isn't the only promise in this verse. Listen to what David says. He also says, "In thy presence is fullness of joy." This is a joy that doesn't depend on our circumstances. That's a blessing in itself this morning. The joy that he speaks of, the joy that the Lord gives, doesn't depend on our circumstances. Someone needs that this morning. Someone needs to hear that this morning, that the joy of the Lord is not tied to your current circumstances. See, it's not some shallow happiness that comes and goes with the circumstances of life. No, that ain't what he's talking about. This is deep. This is a deep overflowing joy that fills the soul when we are close to God. Have you ever noticed that being in the presence of the Lord just somehow seems to change everything? Maybe you go and kneel in prayer and you're heavy, discouraged, and even fearful about some things. But after spending time with the Lord, your spirit somehow feels lighter. Worry seems to lose its grip on you, and peace begins to take over. See, that's the kind of joy David is talking about. That joy isn't found in things, achievements, or even people. It's found in God on the path of life. But then David adds one more thing that I want to share with you before we leave. He says, "At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore." See, in the ancient world, the right hand was a place of honor, strength, and favor. To be at God's right hand is to be close to His power, His protection, and His blessings. Jesus Christ now sits at the right hand of the Father. And these pleasures that He speaks of, they aren't fleeting or temporary. He says they are forevermore. And that means that there will never come a day when God will ever run out of good things to do for His people. His blessings aren't limited to this life. They stretch far into eternity. So what does this verse really mean to us today? Well, it means you can walk today. You can walk today through this life without fear of losing your way. Even if the road is unclear right now, even if you have taken the wrong turn, God is committed to leading us, and He will lead us if we choose to follow. See, He knows the path ahead. He knows the timing that it's going to take in every situation. He knows what's best for you, and His path will always lead you to life, not just survival, but the abundant life, according to John 10, verse number 10. Means we don't have to chase joy in all the wrong places. You see, so much of the world is searching. They're searching for that joy. They're searching for that right path, but they're searching for it in success, in relationships, in possessions, in experiences, and even addictions, only to find that joy slips away as soon as the circumstances change. But in God's presence, there is joy and full that's unshakable. So when you feel uncertain about your future, hold on to Psalm 16:11. Let it remind you that God doesn't just want to save you. He wants to walk with you, guide you, fellowship with you, and fill your life with His goodness. So if you're standing at a crossroads today wondering which way you're going to turn, don't let fear push you into panic. Instead, slow down. Get into His presence. Let Him show you the path. May not be the easiest road, but it's the right road. And it's the one that will lead you to life, joy, and eternal blessings through Christ Jesus. Today you be safe, you be strong, and you be blessed. And you get yourself on the right path today. And just watch what God does with your life. Have a great day.